One of the foundational capabilities that is really central to good software is having a complete, correct, and contemporary object model. The object model is where we capture our understanding of the business under study, our assumptions about it, all the characteristics of the major players in that subject matter. And it's just so important that we not only do this well, but we do it from the very beginning. Now, object modeling is the standard today in the design of a contemporary software. And every vendor will say that they have one. The fact is, most don't. And even the ones who have one, it's often wrong. And it's so easy to spot. And I'm going to tell you how to spot when it's not right. But even with a good, correct object model, if I have to squish it into a relational database, I'm going to lose a good bit of the power that you get when you can manipulate the objects as objects. But first, let me tell you what an object is. I am an object. I happen to be an instance of the person object. I'm the Naomi Bloom instance. And I have attributes, I have methods, I have relationships. Putting the methods together, the behaviors of the object, together with the data is so powerful. In older systems, the methods appeared as miles and miles of code. The data was segregated into a data schema, and never the twain should meet. So when we had a change in our understanding of the business, we had to poke around in lots of different places to make sure that we made all the necessary changes. When it comes to relationships, one object can have myriad relationships to other objects. An example, another instance of the person object is my husband, Ron Wallace. And the relationship, marriage, is an object in and of itself. This notion that an object is related to another object becomes critical to the foundations of human resource management. Does your firm allow two individuals to share on a part-time basis a single position? Maybe yes, maybe no. Those relationships are business rules, and they are captured as objects as well. Now, why does all of this matter? It matters because over time, our understanding of the human resource management business has changed dramatically. When I started work, we had only full-time workers. They stayed in one position at a time. They didn't move around a lot. Now we have contingent workers, we have part-time workers, we have people sharing positions, we have people having two part-time positions. Just think about the contingent workforce. That used to be procurement's problem. Now they're part of our human resources. So object models have to reflect not only correctness methodologically, but correctness in terms of an understanding of the subject matter. And any model made 20 years ago and not revisited big time is so out of date as to be unusable in today's world. And that's one of the reasons that I've said, and I've said it publicly, let's not make any more investment in 20-year-old systems. They captured a very different view of human resource management. Last but by no means least, for the real power of an object model, you have to let it behave as an object model. And there's just no way to do that in relational technology. So as we've shifted from data design to object modeling, we are part of a shift that comes from relational technology to some new in-memory technologies that we're going to talk about in another video. But here's the tricky part. It takes tremendous domain expertise, as well as modeling expertise, to get this right. And it's very hard to bring together that combination of folks who can really work together effectively to pull off an object model. But it's very easy to spot when they've missed it. So I look at hundreds of HR software products. The vast majority are wrong. They don't understand about position. They think we can manage a workforce just through job. They don't understand that the contingent worker is the same in some ways and very different in other ways, and they just don't get it right.